Ever since the Halo Infinite multiplayer beta dropped a couple weeks ago, the primary thing that people have been discussing and complaining about has been the progression system. Sure, there are other things in the game that need improved, like some bugs, maybe the rank system, general gameplay things, and just having more content in general, but progression and the cosmetic system have definitely been the primary concern of people playing the game. Well, last week when the Tenrai event rolled out, it all came back up because again, even with the event, the progression system still kinda sucked. You could only get up to level 7 in the event, you had to do those specific Fiesta challenges, and overall it just brought even more to people's attention that the progression system was bad. They did do that band-aid change where they made it so you got 50 experience every game you played, but honestly, that wasn't enough. Especially when people did the math, and to actually break even over the previous way they did it where you would get experience every few games, you didn't actually start to gain more experience with the 50 experience per game until after 25 games played in a single day. Obviously, most people aren't going to play 25 games, so while the system may have made you feel a little bit better because you were getting experience every game, it wasn't really actually helping the average player rank up their battle pass any faster. Well, last week 343 did come out and say kind of like, hold on guys, we're on Thanksgiving break, but we'll be sure to kind of address your concerns when we get back. And tonight at 11:19 p.m, Unyshek dropped a tweet and they are doing another change. I don't really know if I would say this is a permanent change, but it's definitely another band-aid fix that honestly does a better job than 50 experience per game. So we'll look at the tweets here. Basically, Unyshek said, when they made their initial change to progression, which added the daily play one game challenges, they updated the weekly challenges, got rid of some of the ones that were hard to do, got rid of some of the bug ones, and just made it an overall better experience, and they also doubled the duration of double experience boost. They promised that they were going to monitor the data to see if they needed to make additional changes. Well, this is them kind of following up upon that. So after seeing how XP was earned with those changes, they noticed that players were starting their sessions with slower payouts than they'd like. How I was just talking about earlier, how you really didn't hit that break-even point until after 25 games played. So now to address this, they're going to be increasing the XP payout for the first 6 matches of each day, which is an awesome change, especially if you're someone that doesn't play a lot every day. So as you can see here, this is how it's going to work now. In the first game, you're going to get 300 experience, then your second and third, you'll get 200 experience, then your 4th through 6th, you'll get 100 experience, and then once you hit the 7th game and beyond in a day, you will get 50 experience per day. This is a nice change as it will front load some of that experience to help you gain nice experience earlier in your play session, and then if you want to continue to grind and play a ton of games, you can do that, but this way at least if you play a few games you can get a meaningful amount of experience. Obviously this is still on top of the weekly challenge system. Plus if you think about it now, it becomes really beneficial to drop your XP boost right at the start of a day, so make sure you guys keep that in mind. So Unyshek goes on to say that they believe this increase will help address those slower initial payouts while also benefiting those of us who jump on each and every single day. They know many of us still want larger changes, and that's definitely true, and they're committed to doing so, but those are going to take time. They made this update based on data and player feedback. They're going to monitor its impact after we push it live tomorrow, so maybe by the time you see this video it's already live, and then they just said, as always, keep sharing your feedback. So it's nice to see that 343 is definitely on top of trying to make this progression system better than it was. Is this a permanent solution that I think is perfect? Still no, I think there's a lot to do with the progression system that are just better solutions than what we're doing. These still seem like a band-aid solution for just general in-game experience earned through medals or through performance or anything like that. But at the very least, this is going to help people get through their battle pass a little bit faster. I know that's one of the main things that I saw in my comments in some of my videos is how many games you guys have been playing and how many hours you have in the game and how you weren't very far in the battle pass. So this is definitely going to help with some of that, and hopefully you guys like this update. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. Do you think this is a decent short-term solution, or did you want to see even more? I will be a little bit honest, and this is going to be a little bit negative, so tune out if you don't want to hear it. But I do think it's kind of a bummer that 343 has had to have all this feedback in regards to the whole progression system. I feel like it was pretty obvious, especially the first version of it, that it was extremely grindy and not very satisfying, and I'm surprised that we've had to go through multiple iterations to even get towards something that is a little bit more player friendly. Now obviously you can't predict everything before you launch a game, and you're not going to have it perfect out of the gate, but I feel like they had to know a little bit that the reception of their initial progression system and cosmetic system wasn't going to be good, and so I do have this slight wonder if this is some kind of weird game where, you know, they're slightly making improvements over time, so it really seems like they're kind of responding to feedback and making the progression system better, when in reality maybe they have a goal that they're trying to get towards anyways. I don't know, that's probably pretty crazy, but I feel like they had to know that the initial progression system, and even the one that they implemented a week or so ago, just wasn't gonna do it. It was really still pretty grindy. You know, the fact that XP boosts still expire in the menu and everything like that is kind of a bummer. But obviously, overall, I'm happy they're making these changes, and I think they are pretty good. And yeah, as always guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. This was a nice and short one. Make sure you follow me over on Twitch. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And with that said, I'll see you all next time.